So we're taking a look at Unit 308, Principles of Social Media Advertising and Promotion. Vouchers or coupons began in the late 1800s. Coca-Cola was one of the early adopters of such techniques to encourage people to try their drink for free, and obviously hoping that they would then buy it again. Nowadays, of course, this has changed quite a bit in terms of how people get hold of vouchers. We have them on print media, so sometimes in newspapers, direct mail, on-pack promotions, so cereal packages, sweet packaging, all kinds of ways, including leaflets as well. So things that could be put into someone's hand. Today, of course, we've got digital vouchers. So you've probably come across vouchers at some point or another in your life. Maybe a gift voucher for Christmas, redeemable by a store or a manufacturer of a product. Often you can find digital coupons on company websites. They'll be put on social media. You'll get them as emails and text messages to your phone. Perhaps if you've ever ordered a Domino's pizza, you may find yourself getting text messages from them. So many of the applications on phones also allow digital coupons to be used directly. And of course, we can remember now that we can scan our boarding passes at airports and do all kinds of other really clever things using apps. So digital vouchers work really well for promoting special offers and increasing brand awareness. They'll often be used as part of a promotional campaign on social media. They're different to competitions. Competitions are more about entering free and being in a draw. A promotional campaign on a social media site will often offer discounts, discount codes, or other purchasing incentives which encourage engagement and sharing of the brand's message. The definition of a digital voucher is a document that enables you to purchase a service or good, usually proving it's already been paid for. So these are widely distributed, allowing a discount on the normal price. And here are some further examples of vouchers and how you might see them. So cut out and keep, websites, Groupon is a vouchering system as well. So that's one where lots of people buy the same product. They get it cheaper because it's being purchased in bulk. And sometimes you'll see dedicated websites as well that do this. In America, vouchers have been popular for many decades, and if you ever go to the States, you'll often find in supermarkets whole magazines that are just filled with coupons. So obviously these encourage people to come into the store to buy something with the coupon, and usually they'll buy something else. So for a retailer, that's a very good sales technique. So why would you consider a coupon campaign? Well, some of the reasons you might do it would be to try your brand or product. People get a free sample, encouraging customer habits, buy one get one free, bog off, which is quite well known.
Remember the bog off offer from SafeStart UK? Well, it's back!
You know the one. You buy one, you get one free. I said you buy one, you get one free. Right now, for every single window door that you buy, I'll give you another one absolutely free.
Sell old stock, 50% off. Customer loyalty, 25% extra free. Incentivize feedback, enter survey to win a prize. Or build a database and get exclusive offers. So the distribution methods for digital vouchers can vary a lot. There's the obvious ways like email broadcasting, voucher communities like Groupon, voucher apps, social media updates, QR codes. QR codes are still very popular. You might be surprised. You may see a QR code on an advert at a bus stop, places where people are standing around with a bit of time to kill. QR codes work quite well, mainly probably because it gives them a chance to download a QR code reader to their phone. Print media, text messaging, again back to Domino's. Advertising on the web, you might see videos promoting the offer, and you might also get them through the post in leaflets and direct mail. Sometimes communities will build their own voucher sites and their own voucher apps. And this is an example from Barnsley Best Deals.
Have you heard about the biggest buzz to hit Barnsley in ages? Brought to you by the Barnsley Chronicle and wearebarnsley.com, B-Vouchers is the website for the best deals in town. It is packed with unbelievable offers, discounts and vouchers from some of the biggest businesses in Barnsley. And there are loads of ways to save money. There's the mobile app, voucher codes, downloadable vouchers, and a discount card so you can choose how you get your hands on the deals. bvouchers.com. Stay local, shop local, save local.
So when creating any marketing campaign, especially those on social networks, a range of criteria needs to be considered in order to have a successful campaign which is measurable in terms of success. So what is needed for a campaign? What elements do you need to consider in order to do a successful campaign? Well, one of the key critical points is the audience targeting. Obviously, you need to know who your audience is in order for you to be able to market to them appropriately and with the right technique. Once you know what your audience is, you also need to know what is the most suitable social media platform if you're using the social media to promote your offer. Once you've got that in mind, you then have an idea about what kind of content you're going to produce, so the design of the content, content marketing. What calls to action are you going to ask them to take? So what is it you're asking them to do? What is the offer and how do they fulfill it? What action do they need to take? This is essentially what's the mechanism that they need to follow to participate. Then of course you'll need to think about your budget in terms of how many redemptions of the offer you can afford to fulfill. This is very important because if you don't do that properly, you can end up having a lot of people wanting to fulfill the offer if the terms and conditions aren't done right. So make sure you know what the budget is, not just for the content, but also in terms of the redemptions. You'll need to be able to analyze success of the offer using analytical tools. So Google Analytics, Facebook Analytics, you might use just analytics finding out how many click-throughs you've had for promotion, or just how many uptakes of a voucher you've had. Let's say it's a printed voucher. You'll send people to a very specific web page for that voucher, and then you'll be able to see how much traffic the voucher itself generated. You need to think about the return on investment. So essentially, it's a simple metric quite often, what you give versus the worth what you get. So you basically combine those to get a return on investment. So summarizing that section, audience targeting, suitability of the platform, design of the content marketing you want to do, the calls to action, how they're going to participate, the budget, analysis of success, and the potential return on investment. So different channels have different returns on investment. Some of them cost less but generate a lot more business. So here we can see, and this is generally because email marketing is in the top 3 best channels to use for marketing in terms of cost, because it's easy, it's inexpensive to send a lot of emails. So you only need a tiny number of people actually to follow through from an email mail shot in order to generate money back. So there's a very simple way of thinking about return on investment for the purposes of this tutorial. We can think about a cost per 1,000 model. So you spend £100 on advertising, you get 10 clicks through, you get 1 sale, so the cost per click would be £10 and your cost per sale, i.e. acquisition, would be £100. So that's a really simple way of breaking it down. So when you're doing social media network advertising campaigns, the outcomes or the goals are usually very similar to traditional advertising, but the great news is with digital, of course, we have a much richer seam of possibilities for a marketeer and a lot more options of what they might be trying to use the marketing for. So it might not just be about getting a sale, it could be about building an audience, creating awareness, or changing perception of the brand. Specifically, it's easier to quantify levels of customer acquisition and retention because you can see all the metrics involved when it's a digital website orientated campaign. having such good metrics allows a good justification for a digital advertising campaign, because you're able to see in much greater detail than a traditional campaign how successful you've been and what elements of the campaign have worked really well. So these are some of the options here in terms of what you might be trying to do: get traffic, generate sales, create brand awareness, brand reputation, get more followers on your platform. And then you might think about marketing to more specialist niche platforms. So things like Mumsnet or Ravelry for crochet fans. This can really help get you very specific targeted audiences. They may amplify your message for you on a much greater scale than something like Facebook, where you can easily get lost in terms of the amount of information people are seeing on their Facebook timeline. So going to specialist destinations can also give you a better return. If you're running campaigns across multiple platforms, then you have an opportunity for comparative analysis on the viability of future campaigns. So you can have multiple landing pages, you can drive people from different platforms to different landing pages on your website, for instance, and you can see which of those landing pages was most successful.
How do you know if you're squeezing the best out of your email campaigns? The content of your emails can make the difference between keeping your customers engaged and taking action, or missing out on valuable conversions, sales, and revenue. When deciding what email content will work best for you, there are so many variables you could test. But where do you start? Choosing the best content can feel like guesswork, and performing A/B tests using traditional methods can be slow, time-consuming, and costly. That's why we built 8 Seconds. 8 Seconds is a simple, easy-to-use, multivariate testing solution that automatically finds the most engaging content for your emails in as little time as possible. This helps you to increase your click rates and customer engagement in real time, resulting in increased conversions and revenue. 8 Seconds is faster and less expensive than traditional testing methods, and there are 3 simple steps to getting results. Step number 1. Enter multiple image details for testing. Step number 2. Paste a small HTML code snippet into your email. Step number 3. Send your campaign and watch the magic happen. Behind the scenes, 8 Seconds automatically generates and tests multiple versions of your email on a small portion of your audience. Once the best performing version is found, it only shows that version to the rest of your audience. It's that simple. There's no need to set up or integrate your email marketing software, change your email marketing platform, or even learn anything about statistical validation. It's all taken care of. Our clients have seen their click-through rates increase by 300%, 500%, and in some cases over 1,000%. So what are you waiting for? Use 8 Seconds to optimize the creative content of your email marketing campaigns and start increasing your click rates, conversions, and revenue today.